Hey everybody, what's today? Today's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Today we are this is a new coach call. So we are going to be sharing with you, most of you are brand new, maybe you literally just signed up 2 minutes ago, or and I'm laughing because someone really did sign up 2 minutes ago and she's on this call, which is awesome. Maybe you signed up a week ago, maybe you signed up a month ago, maybe you've been here for as long as me and Ashley, but you're like just wanting to really start out your business. So it doesn't matter how long you've been here, what matters is that you're here. So number one, thank you for being here, and we're really, really, really excited to share this with you and to really get you started in growing your fitness business. So let me share my computer screen with you. And again, if you're calling in and you can't see it, it's not a big deal. We are just going to be kind of just going through these. So we're talking through them. So it's not like you have to see them. Can everyone see my screen? Do I have to make it big? Oh, I don't like to make it big because then I can't see your faces. So I hope that's big enough. Okay. So my name is Jessie. For those of you who don't know me, I am the founder of Team Florida Fit, which right now I just posted in our team page that we're ranked number 255, which is incredible, y'all. There's over like 450,000. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's right. 450,000 teams in the network. Which sounds like a lot, and it totally is a lot, but at the same time, it's like there's so many more people out here that need this, and we're ranked 255, which is insane to me. We've like gone down too, like we were ranked 3 something, and then we were ranked 299 last month, and then this month we were ranked 255, so like we just keep going down, and I just think that's amazing. So you are a part of an awesome team. Ashley here, the girl with the purple hair, as you're going to start to know her, and the girl with the bump, she is also going to be leading this call. She's going to introduce herself once we get going and when she starts talking too. But her team is Sparkle and Sweat, but we are all one big team as well. We're all one big family. We have been working together for a while. She's actually my cousin. And neither one of us wanted anything to do with this business, and here we are, both full-time coaches, which is pretty cool. So you're part of a pretty awesome team. You have a pretty awesome support system here, and we're going to talk to y'all today about how you can grow your business, how you can grow your coaching business and become as successful, if not more successful, than me and Ashley in this. So first want to say here that being overwhelmed is normal. So know that these slides, this call, we're going to go over a lot of stuff. And by the end of it, you're probably going to be like, oh my gosh, what did I just like listen to for the last hour? There was so much being thrown my way. Know that it's okay to be overwhelmed. It's normal. There's a lot of information, but at the same time, like, we are going to help you focus on what you really need to focus on, and really where you need to put your attention to in your journeys. So just know, like, yes, we're going to be sharing a lot of information. Take notes. Take it one day at a time. But don't feel like you have to learn everything all at once. Don't feel like I'm still learning, y'all. I'm still learning, and I've been coaching for 4 years. There's still things where I'm like messaging Ashley like, hey, is this right? Like, do I understand this correctly, or am I doing this right? So just know, like, it's gonna take some time to learn, and it's totally okay. All right, so grab a notebook if you don't have one, or something, a pen, paper, or like a computer where you can take notes, something where you can take notes, and that way you have everything written down too. And again, I will post the recording so that you can go back and listen to this. And I even have notes here too, y'all, so you're not the only ones that are gonna be writing down some notes. Okay, so being on this call, listening to trainings won't build your business. All right, you are the only person that can build your business. And you listening to these calls, you listening to any trainings that we do, you doing our coach training, which we're going to talk about later on, you doing all those things are great and they're helpful, but that's not going to build your business. What's going to build your business is implementing the things that you're learning. All right, doing the action steps, even if you don't feel like doing it. All right, that's what's going to build your business. So just know that, you know, we're going to ask you to do things that are uncomfortable, because number one, you're just not used to doing them. A lot of people, when they start as coaches, aren't already sharing their lives on social media as much as we do. We don't you know, we're not used to talking to people outside of our inner circle. And we're going to ask you to do that. But being afraid is normal. It doesn't make you unique if you're afraid. What makes you unique is taking that fear, feeling that fear, and doing it anyway. And so we're going to get into this call and get you really started on how to get your business started, okay? So first things first, the most important job you'll have to work on is you. I'm going to repeat that. The most important part of your job, or the most important job you have as a health and fitness coach with our team, is to work on you, okay? I always tell my coaches this because I think it's really important that you understand, like, you cannot help other people if you are not helping yourself. And that really is a huge part of our business. So the first thing is getting to know our products, using your programs, doing the programs, doing the workouts, or if you joined with 2B Mindset, doing 2B Mindset. If you, you know, want to, if you're doing the shakes, drink your shake. You should be drinking your shakes every single day, your Shakeology. You should be trying things like Energize, or trying things like Recover. Let me make sure everyone's muted. So you should be doing things, you know, trying our performance line. If you already take supplements, if you already eat protein bars, like, why not buy from your own store, okay? So get to know our products. We have beach bars now. We have like the power greens that you can add to your shake if you don't like vegetables. We have all kinds of stuff, y'all. So get to know your products and start to love those products. You might not love everything that we have. Like, I don't eat and drink every single thing that Beachbody creates, but at the same time, I do use a lot of their products, and I've fallen in love with their products because our products are amazing. They're amazing quality. They are good for you. They're not gonna have crap ingredients or cruddy ingredients in them. So make sure you get to know those products, and you start to love those products. And then third thing is you tell people about the products and the lifestyle that you're doing, and you help people change their life with those products as you start to share your journey, right? So you get to know your products. You start to love those products. You start to tell people about those products and this new lifestyle. The way I think about it is, it would be like me going to a margarita or a new Mexican restaurant and falling. I love Mexican. Does anyone else like Mexican, or is it just me? Like, I'm like obsessed with Mexican and pizza. So if I find like a new pizza place or a new Mexican place, and I go, you know, to the restaurant, and I fall in love with the margaritas that they have, my first thing I do is I like text my friends, or I go on Facebook and I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all, you know, Velvet Cactus just opened up and they have like the best margaritas you'll ever taste in your life. You have to go there and get one, right? This is the same thing, except you're sharing your passion and your excitement over something that's going to change their life, not a margarita, because the margarita won't change their life. But these programs and these products will. So, you know, get to know your products. And when you share from a place of passion and excitement for those products, you'll never have to sell anything in your life, because that passion and excitement is going to sell it for you. I don't look at myself as a salesperson. I've never looked at myself as a salesperson. I actually failed my sales class in college because I'm awful at that kind of stuff. And all I've done is share my journey. That is it. So I help people change their life with these products after sharing my journey with using them myself. And then I tell those people that they can help people change their lives with these products too, which is building your team. So just know, like, you know, you're going to start really with your close network of friends and your family, the people who know and love and trust you, okay? So just ask them, like, you don't have to feel salesy or pushy, because I get all the time, like, I just don't want to be pushy on my friends. You're not being pushy. I don't want you sending mass messages to people that you've never talked to or you haven't talked to in 10 years and say, hey, I haven't talked to you in 10 years. Do you want to join my team? Like, don't do that. Please don't do that. What we want you to do is just connect with people and share your excitement, especially with your close friends and family. Like, you going up to them, the people that know, love, and trust you, and saying, hey, I just started this coaching business and I'm really nervous because we're doing this new boot camp, or, you know, I'm getting involved in this new boot camp and I really want someone to do this with me. Would you mind being my accountability partner and doing this with me? It's that simple. That's not pushy. That's not salesy. If my best friend came up to me and said that to me, I'd be like, yeah, what do I need to do? Right? So just know, like, that's where you're going to start. But your number one focus is always focusing on your journey. Again, you must help yourself before you can help anybody else. Okay. So we're going to show you, so you've got some resources here. We are obviously here to mentor you, whether you are my personally sponsored coach or Ashley's personally sponsored coach or under one of our personally sponsored coaches. It doesn't matter who you're under, because you're a part of our team and you're a part of our family. And we are here to mentor you, but at the same time, we can't build your business for you. And we are only one person or two people, and we have a ton of people on our team. So if you have questions, we have some really awesome resources that we are going to show you that you can find in, like, you can find any question in these resources. Okay, so your first thing is going to be your coach online office. So you go to teambeachbody.com and you're going to sign into your account, and there's this little coach tab here. You click coach, and then there's a little coach online office. It's a lot easier if you're doing it from your computer versus your phone, but you can log in on your phone. It's just smaller and kind of hard to see. So I would suggest getting on your computer at least the first few times so that you can just play around with it and see it, okay? So you go to your coach online office, and I'm just going to point out a few things. Again, y'all, it's okay to feel overwhelmed because there's a lot of information in this online office, especially if you've never seen it before. We all started not knowing anything about this too. So just know, like, we've been where you are at now. And if you have questions, like I said, ask us, but also use these resources. So you have this online office. You're going to see when you log in, you have your coach ID right here. You're going to have, this is actually my second CBC, which is my second business center. So my second business center is an Emerald. So you'll see like Emerald right here. You'll see if you click on the Success Club, which we'll talk about in a little bit, you'll see if your Success Club points have updated, they'll go here, which we'll talk about. And then you'll see like when your new customers order, or if you have somebody sign up as a coach, they'll all be right here. Okay. You should be getting in the habit of checking your online office every single day. I know it might sound silly because if you're like, well, I don't have anyone signing up, why would I check my online office? Y'all, there's always updates in here. So if you go to this news tab, they always have coach breaking news. So they go over things like what's going on promotion for the month. They go over contests. So the shirt that y'all saw Ashley hold up earlier was actually like a giveaway prize, I think, for Hayden Success Club. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure that's what that's for a few months ago. So like they'll post that. So if you go to Coach Breaking News, there's a ton of stuff in here. They have, earn a photo op at Summit. They go over like getting into the 2B Mindset Coach Test Group, all of the stuff, information on Lift 4, which, by the way, is amazing. It's the program that I'm currently doing. Literally, they have all kinds of information here. So you should be checking that every day because they're always updating it. Always. Literally, they just updated today. You can see 5/10. Today is the 10th. So I go in there and check every single day. You can also go to your Grow My Business. There's some challenge group guidelines in there. You've got a website where you can edit your website to put your pictures on there and your information on there. Literally your share carts on there, which we'll talk about later. And then you're gonna, me and Ashley are really checking Monitor My Business because that's where we check on y'all, we check on your downlines, we check on our volume, but we want you to get in the habit of doing this too. You'll also see this training tab at the end. If you click on it, there is a ton of training in here accessible to you. So, we do have a team training, but at the same time, if you wanted to take the reins and like take the reins on your business, you could go in here and learn all that you need to know about being a successful coach. There's literally everything you need to know. So going in there is always a good idea. It's always really helpful, and it won't hurt for you to go learn in there. So that is your online office. Go get to know it because I promise you, all your answers are in there. But again, you can come to us or you can come to our team pages, which I will show you too. And Ashley has a team page and I have a team page. All of you should be added to Florida Fit, which is FDF coaches. Most of you, if you're on Ashley's team, you should be in both Sparkle and Sweat and Florida Fit. And you might be added into our Uplines team page too. If you wanted to be, that's totally fine. But there's some really good resources in here too. So every month we change the banner with what's going on for that month, with promotions and Success Club rewards and all of that fun stuff. We have some files in here that have a little like new coach welcome guide. You've got, which goes over a ton too. There's literally all kinds of stuff in here, right? So you can go look through it. My honest suggestion is just really, like, if you have questions, use this, but you don't have to go through every file that we have. Like, all of those files are great, but it's a lot of information. And again, like I said earlier, you looking at the files, you looking through the trainings, that's helpful, but it's not going to build your business. You know, so if you have questions, use this little search group, this little search bar. So like, say someone says, ask something about, you know, is Shakeology gluten-free? If I search gluten-free on the side, you're going to see like a lot come up that says, I have a potential client that wants to try Shakeology. Is it gluten-free? Right? Like, someone already asked that question. So you can go in and search those specific terms. And if you search something and it doesn't pop up, then ask again. Again, if you ask and it's already been asked, not a big deal, but the answer's right there for you. You also have access to coachfaq.com, which is our coach facts. And literally, y'all, if you have a question about anything that has to do with Beachbody, this is where, like, this is Beachbody's FAQ. So if you know, are asking if, like, I don't even know if pregnant women can drink Shakeology, it's going to pop up like an FAQ about pregnancy, nursing mother Shakeology, right? So use this. It's going to help you, I promise, okay? And then Google and YouTube. So fun fact, me and Ashley had no trainings at all given to us when we started coaching. Literally, we've learned together. Everything that we've learned together. If we don't know something, we go to Google or YouTube and we figure it out. And that's how we've grown our businesses. For the first 2 to 3 years, that's how we grew our businesses. That's how we became successful, because we didn't have an upline that really helped us. I mean, our upline is amazing, and she's helped us, but she also has a massive team. So like, we took initiative and found the answers on Google and YouTube. And they're great resources. So again, if you are going through all of these resources and you still can't find your answer, and you've asked us and maybe we aren't available, or for whatever reason you can't find the answer, go to the Google and YouTube. I promise you will be able to find it. You also have the National Wake Up Calls, which are every Monday. This is on Team Beachbody 411. I think it's TBB 411 or Team Beachbody 411 Facebook page. I always share it once it goes live in our team page, so you can look for it there. But it's every Monday at 10 a.m. It is a call that they do every week, every Monday, with a top coach or one of our trainers, or one of our, like, this past Monday was our nutritionist that just came out with the TB Mindset program, going over the program. And so they do that every week. And I learned for basically my first year and a half from YouTube, Google, and the National Wake Up Calls on how to grow my business. So I highly encourage you to listen to those every week. We also do team coffee chats or team calls every Saturday at 9 a.m. with our whole team. So you can get on them. It's all Central Time, 9 a.m. Central Time. So that's 10 a.m. Eastern, I think 7 a.m. Pacific. I forget the time zones, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So yeah, so those are your resources that you have available to you as a coach. Use them, y'all. Ask questions too if you have questions. There are no stupid questions. I always say successful coaches ask questions. I had 1,000,010 questions. And like I said, I asked, and Ashley has, we still have 1,000,010 questions. She'll message me asking me questions, and I'll message her asking her questions. And if we can't figure out the answer, we go and ask questions somewhere else, whether it be in our team page or in our upline's team page, or to our upline, or to random coaches that we think might know the answer. Like, we find the answer, right? So don't hesitate to ask questions. Like, if you feel like you're going to look stupid, you won't look stupid, I promise. Everyone has those same questions. I probably had the question, and I probably still have those same questions. So make sure you're going to ask those questions, okay? So I'm going to give it over to Ashley, and she's going to go over some more important things for you. Can't hear you, Ash.
Okay, this is my slide. So my name is Ashley. For those of you who don't know me, Ashley Bogach Hollister, founder of Team Sparkle & Sweat, currently 6 months pregnant. Oh my goodness. But today I wanted to go over with you guys just some important things as a new coach. Just like Jesse said, do not be overwhelmed with coaching, guys. Most of you join this for yourself, right? You join us to work on yourself. And so I want to go over the 4 basic things that we do as coaches every single day. It doesn't matter if something happens, you're constantly doing these things, create habits out of them so they become part of your lifestyle. So the first one is becoming proof that the products work. Guys, this is like the most simplest thing. This is working on you. This has nothing to do with anyone else. This is getting your workout in, drinking your superfood shake, eating on your meal plan. We should all be doing this anyway, right? I mean, how can you expect to share how our workout programs are working for you if you're not doing them? How can you expect to share the benefits of Shakeology if you're not drinking it, right? It doesn't make sense that you're going to buy a car from someone that's never driven a car, right? Does that make sense? Everyone nod their heads? Yes? So you want to make sure that you're proof of the products. And guys, you can put this into your post, but you don't want all of your posts to be about our products, right? I mean, yes, you'll see me posting about the superfood, you'll see me posting about my workouts, but there's other things we share as coaches, which I will definitely get into with you guys. So the next thing is share, connect, and inviting. Guys, this is so easy. It's just sharing your journey on social media. Literally starting conversations and talking to people and inviting them to do what we are doing. When I say this, guys, this does not mean that you have to mass message people. This does not mean that you have to let fear get in the way of, oh my gosh, like I don't want my friend to think I'm a salesperson, right? If you're afraid to reach out to someone, chances are they are afraid to reach out to you, right? And it's our jobs as coaches to share our journey, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you guys follow me, you guys know that I've been sharing about my pregnancy, which is part of my journey, right? If you're a mom, you should be sharing about being a mom, right? And you should be connecting with people who are doing the same things or in the same phases of life, right? I have a new coach that literally just signed up, my girl Kelsey on the call. She literally signed up 2 months ago. I just checked our very first message on Instagram. Guys, we were talking about throwing up and being pregnant. Like, that's how we connected, right? But we would have never shared that experience had I not shared that on social media, right? So it's super important that you are sharing things that make you just a regular person, right? You build relationships with people so that you don't feel like you're having to sell to them, right? You're going to reach out to them about the things that you have in common, like your dogs or your children or being pregnant, right? The next thing is personal development. Guys, personal development is huge. I don't care if you are a Beachbody coach or not. I mean, hopefully you all are, because that'd be kind of weird. But you should be reading at least 10 minutes of personal development a day. This is so vital, right? The truth is that nobody wants to do this every single day. It's one of those ugly things that you don't really see a lot of coaches posting about. It's one of the things we kind of have to work towards. But guys, when you start getting no's and objections and people putting you down for your awesome transformations, it's that personal development that's going to keep you going, right? I don't know any coach in this network that has ever quit being a coach that was reading personal development. That's how huge it is to your success, right? We do what our minds tell us that we're doing, right? So if you constantly tell yourself that you're failing as a coach, and you're not reading personal development, guess what is most likely going to happen to you as a coach? You're most likely going to fail. And I hate saying that, but it's super true, guys. My business changed when I started implementing 10 minutes a day of personal development. Some of my favorites are You Are a Badass. I just started reading Girl Wash Your Face, super great. There's so many different personal development books that you can be reading, right? And you can implement these types of things into your post, right? So like I said, your post should not be all fitness, right? But if you find something inspiring in a book that you're reading or a podcast that you're listening to, post about it. Because if that inspires you, that mostly is going to inspire someone else. Am I talking really fast? Okay, good. I like to be awkward on these calls. And then the last thing that we do as coaches, guys, in this vital process, the bare basics of what we do, is recognition. And guys, that means celebrating any type of meaningful achievement that anyone around you completes, right? So maybe you're a brand new coach. Maybe you signed up 2 minutes ago. Maybe you signed up 4 years ago. Maybe you've never had a client of your own, right? So you're like, well, how do I recognize people? Guys, this is the easiest thing in the world. If you see something on Facebook that's positive, if you see someone getting married, someone having a baby, send them a message and just congratulate them on that. If you see someone ran a marathon and they were like completely crushed it, whether they're a coach or not, Send them a recognition message, right? Be like, girl, I am so proud of you. That's super awesome. I personally have never ran a marathon. I'd probably die if I did, but you rocked it, right? And eventually, guys, when you start getting your own clients, your own challengers, your own coaches, you can start recognizing them, right? Even if you don't have your own right now, you should be plugged into a challenge group. You should be plugged into our team pages. And you can start shouting those people out, right? Doesn't it feel good when people celebrate your success? Start doing that to strangers. Start doing that to your family members, to your friends, and I promise you it's going to put you in a much, much better mood. So those are our 4 vital behaviors. Next. All right, so now I'm going to go over one of the most important slides of this entire presentation, I think, which is basically your first goal as a brand new coach, right? Again, I know that most of you signed up either for the accountability or to work on yourself as a coach or as a person, right? But your very first goal as a coach, besides working on yourself, is to get 3 people started with a program in Shakeology just like you did. This is going to help hold you more accountable, right? And I don't want you guys to overthink it, right? You shouldn't be, sorry, I lost my train of thought. It's literally just helping 3 people. That is it. Like, that is going to get you your initial investment back. That is going to be what helps you hit Success Club, which we are definitely going to talk more about. But basically, guys, this is going to help hold you accountable. And when you have people around you that you know that are doing this with you, it's going to help you succeed more, right? It's going to give you those small wins. It's going to help you earn that investment back. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Pregnancy brain is real, and I just lost my train of thought. So when I first signed up, guys, it was to go to Summit. So this is one of the most important things, and this is why I think this is super important. When you help 3 people a month, you start hitting what we call Success Club. In order to hit Success Club, you help 3 people with a challenge pack or Shakeology Home Direct. And you have 90 PV on HD, which means if you signed up with a challenge pack and are drinking the Performance line or Shakeology, and you help 3 people, you're hitting Success Club. If you help 3 people in your first 3 months, you earn a free Summit ticket. Guys, Summit is huge for your business. It's our annual conference. It is what changed my entire business, right? So when you start helping 1, 2, 3 people a month and you keep doing that every month, it becomes this ripple effect, right? It helps you build a reputation that you're actually growing a business, that you're actually growing in a team, and it's going to help you achieve incentives just like the t-shirt I held up, just like the trips that you saw me and Jesse go on completely free, as well as getting that Summit ticket for free. Guys, who doesn't want to go to Summit, right? Why would you guys not want to hang out with me and Jesse, right? We're the coolest people on the planet, just throwing that out there. But seriously, guys, that could be a game changer for not just your personal growth, but for your business growth too. And guys, just like Jesse said, you're going to want to start with your friends and family. Don't think that you have to reach out to strangers to get them started. It's just as easy as reaching out to your cousin and saying, hey girl, I just started this new nutrition program and I need as much accountability as I can get. Would you want to do it with me? Yeah, duh, right? Or she could be like me and say, no girl, not this month, and 8 months later say sure. But guys, you're going to want to start with your friends and family just to, as you start to grow. Those are going to be probably your first customers. I know Jesse's first customer was her mom. One of my first customers was my mom. But yeah, so you're going to want to start with friends and family to grow versus your cold market, right? So I'm going to turn it back over to Jesse to kind of start talking about committing to the challenge groups. You're muted.
Sorry. I mute myself because my dogs start barking. So, what is your first step in getting people interested in joining you? It's committing to a challenge group. We don't really call them challenge groups anymore. Me and Ashley term them as boot camps now, just because a lot of people don't really know what a challenge group is, and not a lot of people know what a boot camp is either. But boot camp's more of a regular word, right? Not a challenge group. So we usually use the word boot camp. So you're going from so I want you to sit down 2 to 3 weeks from now. I want you to decide when you're going to start your challenge group. Now, don't freak out being like, oh, I have to run my own groups. I'm going to explain that in a few minutes. But I want you to commit from 2 to 3 weeks from now of you saying, I'm going to start a group, or I'm going to co-run a group on this date, right? Or 2 to 3 weeks from now, or in Jesse or Ashley's next boot camp, right? Because we run our groups every 4 weeks. So you've got 2 to 3 weeks to decide which date you want to start or commit to joining our next, like co-running our next group. But the reason why I'm saying to commit to doing this now is because you're going to, for the next 2 to 3 weeks, you should already be in a challenge group or a boot camp. If you're not currently doing a boot camp, make sure you get your coach to get you into one. Ask your coach when her next boot camp is. Get in one and 100% commit to it. And when I say that, I mean you're going to, and I'm going to go over this in a few minutes, but you're going to start sharing your journey. You're going to start sharing your journey so that when you do invite people, they know what you're inviting to. Like if you just go on your Facebook and you haven't posted about your journey and you're just like, hey, I have a boot camp starting on this date. No one knows what a boot camp is. No one has seen you doing the boot camp. No one has seen you doing the programs, you drinking the shakes, you doing the nutrition plan, you talking about the accountability, right? They need to see that before they're just going to commit to it. So I want you to sit down 2 to 3 weeks from now, commit to co-running a group with your coach, or commit to running your own groups if you're like that kind of person that's like ready to run out the gate with this. Or if you've been here for a little while and you're like, yeah, I know I really need to be running my own groups. You don't need to have a 200 people group, y'all. I know that like Ashley and I's groups are bigger, but you've got to understand that we've also been coaching for, I've been coaching for 4 years. Ashley's been coaching for almost 3, I believe, 2 to 3. So we've been here a while. We've grown our clients. We've grown our teams, which is why our groups are so big. I do recommend you have at least 10 people in the group, meaning if you only have 4 people, like you and 3 other people, maybe team up with another coach to co-run, or like I said, you're more than welcome to co-run with us. All we ask is that your clients get signed up with a challenge pack in order to be in our groups, meaning the program and Shakeology, okay? So that's what you're going to do. That's your first step, is committing to sharing your journey and committing to your own challenge group and committing to running your own, or at least co-running your own. Because for the next 2 to 3 weeks, that's what you're going to be talking about. But it's not all you're going to be saying. Not every post is going to be, hey, do you want to join my challenge group? Hey, I have 5 spots in my challenge group. Hey, like that's not what we want you to do. We want you to share your journey the next 2 to 3 weeks so that people start to show interest. And I want to say this because I think a lot of people also get like down and discouraged when they don't see people liking their stuff or commenting on their stuff. People are watching you if you are consistent, okay? You're not going to realize it because they're not going to like your stuff. They're not going to comment on your stuff. Ashley watched me for 8 months without commenting on one thing, without liking one thing before she said yes. All right, I have people that have reached out to me today, a list of people that I have never talked to about Beachbody ever in my life. For 4 years I've been coaching, y'all. These people have been watching me for 4 years. Not some of them have never. I didn't even realize I was friends with half these people. Okay, so that goes to say, like, people are watching you. Don't get discouraged by people not liking your stuff. The biggest thing is to stay consistent. I know it's tempting also to wait until you're like, oh, well, I'm doing a 21-day program, so I'm just going to wait until day 22 to share my results. No, people aren't inspired by that. People they want to see what it took to get there. So you need to share your journey and show them how you got there. Not like, oh, day 1 and day 21. It's day 1. This is my workout. Day 2, I'm going to share the nutrition side. Day 3, I'm going to share what this is doing, what the shakes are doing for me. Day 4, I'm going to talk about the accountability. You see where I'm going here? You want to share every aspect of your journey. If you're, like I said earlier, if you're not comfortable running your own groups, just talk to one of us. We could co-run together. You can help us run our groups. And then in the beginning, I'm going to put this out there too. In the beginning, you're going to have to privately invite people. And that, I know it's scary. People like, and again, you're not mass messaging your friends saying, hey, I haven't talked to you in 10 years, but do you want to join me? We're going to talk a little bit more about conversations in a few minutes, but it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but you've got to get over the fear of it. You've got to get over the fear. And I know as a new coach, it's like, well, I don't want to be annoying. I don't want people to think I'm being pushy, or I don't want people to like hate me. Y'all, the way that I think about it, and I stopped caring about what people think, because guess what? Doesn't pay your bills. People's opinions. Doesn't pay your bills. People's opinions doesn't make you happy. Like what makes you happy is you, right? And what you want to do in your life. So do it. Like if you want to be a coach and you want to go all in, you're going to have to invite people. But you're inviting them to be your accountability partners. You're not inviting them to like buy a bunch of stuff from you and then never help them, right? You're inviting them to join you in this. The more you do it, it starts to become part of your comfort zone. I promise you, it gets easier. You get better at conversations. We can help you with your conversations if you need that help. But eventually you're going to get so used to like having these conversations. It's going to be like second nature. And now, like, I don't care what people think about me. The way I think about it is if my coach wasn't sharing, if my coach didn't follow up with me, if my coach didn't invite me, where the heck would I be, right? I don't even want to think about it because I would be miserable. If you don't know my story, I'm not going to get into it because it's super long. I could go on for days and days. But literally, I was depressed. I was anxious. My relationship was falling apart. I was at rock bottom, like rock bottom, using alcohol to mask my pain, everything. Ashley, same thing. Had I not invited her, had I not reached out to her over and over and over again, she would be working a miserable job at her job where she was absolutely miserable, coming home crying every day, y'all. Not being able to stay at home with her kid that she's about to pop out of her belly. Like that to me, like for me, that is worth getting a little bit outside my comfort zone, right? Like that's worth it to me. So I want you to think like, what would have happened if we would have never reached out to you, or you would have never seen our posts on Facebook? It's because we've been consistent in sharing, and we committed to sharing our journey with you so that we can inspire other people, and we want you to do the same. All right. So, your first invites, okay? Your first invites are going to be kind of scary. But you're going to be talking to the people that love and trust you already, like the people that you know, the people that you're friends with. If you've been here for a little bit and you're like, well, I've already tapped out of my warm market, meaning your friends and family. No, you have not, okay? I still have warm market people after 4 years. And I still hang out with the people that I hung out with in high school, okay? So I don't have like a massive group of friends, and none of them have ever ordered from me, by the way. None of them, which is kind of funny. So, if you're like, well, I don't have a ton of friends. That's okay. That's okay. You have friends. I have my dentist signed up with me, y'all. My dentist. I went and got my teeth cleaned today. And we were actually talking about it. She signed up with me. My college professor that taught me humanity. Humanity? Is that a class? I don't know, whatever she taught me. She signed up with me. Like people that you never think, people from grammar school, people from high school that I hadn't talked to in a while. But it was because I was so consistent in my journey that they decided to join me. It wasn't because I posted once and the floodgates opened and they all signed up, right? No, it was because I was so consistent in signing up. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't even talk right now. I was so consistent in sharing my journey. So you're going to become a conversation expert. Your goal is to connect with 3 new people a day or 20 people a week. You can break that up however you want. And when I say connect with people, you're not reaching out to close them. Like you're not reaching out to be like, hey, do you want to buy this soundtrack and close it? You're reaching out to them to open a door, to give them an opportunity. This is a gift, okay? You've got to think of this as a gift because it truly is. It has changed my life. It has changed Ash's life. It has changed so many people's lives. And that's what you need to think about when you're talking to people. You need to think, I am offering this person something that could potentially change the course of their entire life. And I don't say that I don't know the word I'm trying to use, but I don't say that lightly. Like that, this truly can change the course of your life. And it could change the course of your friends' lives and your family's lives. So you're going to want to be brief in your conversations, be excited, and end every message with a call to action, which is CTA. So if you are talking to somebody and ask questions. I always ask questions over and over and over again, because if someone's reaching out to me and says, hey, how much is Shakeology? I'm not just like, okay, here's how much it is, because I don't know their goals. I don't know why they're interested in Shakeology. I don't know what they know about Shakeology, right? So I'm going to ask questions over and over and over again until I figure out what their need is before I try and fix their need. So I ask a ton of questions, and I end every conversation with a question. So I'll say something like, tell me a little bit more about your goals. Like, why are you interested in Shakeology? They come back at me. They tell me well, I really need to lose weight. Well, Shakeology is not a weight loss shake, right? So I might say, that's awesome. You know, I've lost 50 pounds, so I understand that. Like, tell me a little bit more about your struggle. What do you struggle with? If they tell me they struggle with cravings, then I can bring back Shakeology, but then I can also talk about our meal plans or the 2B mindset that just came out, right? I can talk about the new programs that are being released, and I can, if they tell me that they're just stressed out with time and don't have a ton of time to work out, but then I'm sitting here trying to talk to them about nutrition, like that might not be their struggle. So you've got to ask as many questions as you possibly can. And any conversation always needs to end with a question. Even if it's like, does that make sense? Or do you have any more questions for me? Right? Like if you just say, okay, this is the price, this is how much, or this is when our next challenge group is, let me know, or, you know, send me a message when you're ready. They're never going to message you, ever, ever, ever. So make sure that you are always asking questions. You end every message with a call to action. So like, hey, message me tomorrow, or can I message you tomorrow to follow up to see if you have any more questions? This is a good one too. Recognize and welcome objections as part of the process. You are gonna get objections. Know that. You are gonna get objections. You are going to get I still, after 4 years, get objections. Your gut meaning, they're gonna say that it's too expensive. I don't have time for that. I'm too busy. It's not something I'm interested in right now. Or I tried everything else and I failed. You're gonna get a ton of objections. The price is probably gonna be the most objection you're gonna get. And there's ways. First of all, you've got to understand that it's part of the process. You're going to get objections, but you also have to show them the value of it. So like if someone gives me a price objection, I ask them, you know, different questions to try and figure out, like, is it really the price that's stopping you, or is it fear that you're going to fail and you've wasted all this money on other things, right? So I ask questions, I dig a little deeper, and I figure out really what's behind it. Because most of the time, if we really want something, we'll figure out how to get it, right? If we really want something, if you really want the Michael Kors purse, you're gonna figure out how to get it, right? So they, most of the time, and I know sometimes they don't, but most of the time they have the money. They just don't see the value in it. And so it's your job as a coach to teach them the value. And with that said, we have some scripts in the file section of the team page, but also don't be afraid of the cost. If you are afraid of the cost and you think, like, you go into this thing and, oh, this girl's gonna think it's too expensive, or it is too expensive, yo, look at what you're getting. Look at what they're getting. And I honestly think that $160 or $180 is way too cheap. I think that Beachbody is crazy. I think Carl Deichler, who our CEO, is a madman, because I think it should be more expensive. And I say that loud and proud because I honestly, like, look at this, like I'm giving someone a $10 Mercedes, because that's how much value I believe in our products, and I believe in the challenge pack, because you're getting a year membership to Beachbody On Demand. That's like 700 workouts. You're getting food with Shakeology. You're getting us as coaches and accountability and support, and it's just life-changing. It's life-changing. You can't put a price on that. So if you go into the conversation being afraid of the cost, they're going to feel that. They're going to hear that in your tone if you're on the phone or talking to them in person. Or if you go into it saying, like, yeah, I know it's expensive, you gave them that out. You gave them that out, right? So make sure that you are proud and you are excited about it, and it will work out if you share it. And again, you're going to get objections, but I get less and less objections in terms of price because I share that value right up front. I share that value through my post, right? Don't send them your link right away. This is like a huge mistake. Don't post your link on your Facebook page saying, like, sign up to buy my challenge pack. Don't do that. Even if they say, like, hey, do you have a link that I can look at all your stuff? I don't ever send someone my link unless I am signing them up, because guess what they'll do? Even if you've never talked to them about it, you send them a link, they go open it, they see 180 or 160 or whatever, and they're like, yep, not going to buy that because it's too expensive. Because again, they don't know what they're getting. They don't know the value of it. They don't understand that it's a year membership, or they don't understand that they're getting food with Shakeology, right? And then don't show up and throw up is a good analogy, I guess. If they're asking you questions, don't like send them a mass message that's like this long of every little detail of the programs or every little detail about coaching, because they're just going to delete it, or they're just going to, like, I know I would. I'd be like, yep, I'm not reading that long thing. Bye, So just be brief and be excited and just be you. That's all you've got to do. And then follow up forever. I don't ever take someone off my follow-up list ever in my life, okay? Number one, make a contact list, because it's going to help you, whether it be a pen and paper or an Excel spreadsheet. Like I literally wrote these out earlier because I have so many people asking me about 2B mindset. So I sat down and wrote everybody's names out, because if not, I would forget to follow up with them. But I follow up forever. Even if someone tells me no, it's not in my price range, or no, I'm not interested right now. I've honestly, and I usually, when they tell me that, or they give me that objection, or they say it's just not the right time, I ask them when I can follow up, so I'm not being annoying. But I'll say like, hey, do you want me to follow up with you next month when my next boot camp starts? Or if they're not responding to me, then like, say I send them the price and then like no response, right? Even after I say, hey, want to check in, see if you have any questions, see if it's something you're interested in, they ghost you, right? That's what we call it, ghosting, because they just like they just like face. It's like aliens came and took them away. You have no idea where they went, right? And so, I still follow up with those people. I actually did that to me for 8 months, y'all. 8 months. Sometimes she would respond to me. Sometimes she would tell me no. Sometimes she would ghost me. But I still followed up with her, and I wasn't pushy. I was just, hey, just wanted to let you know I'm doing this new boot camp. If you want to be in it, just let me know, right? Like, super simple. And that's it, right? So that's how you're going to first invite to this opportunity. So I'm going to turn it over to Ashley so she can talk to you about your second goal.
Okay, so your second goal as a coach, we all know your first goal is to work on yourself, right? Work on yourself, share your journey through social media. Your second goal, guys, as a coach is to hit Emerald within your first 30 days. And this slide right here says hit Emerald in your first 30 days, but if you really wanted to go Emerald, guys, you could do this by next Thursday. For those of you who are like brand spanking new, our Beachbody weeks run from Thursday to Wednesday. So on Thursdays when we wake up, that's when we recognize our team for rank advancements. That's when we get paid with Beachbody. And guys, going Emerald is like so easy. It literally is you plus 2 other people. So like I said earlier, you could totally reach out to your best friend and just say, hey girl, I'm starting this nutrition program, and I'm trying to find some accountability buddies. Would you want to do it with me, right? And offer her the coaching opportunity if she says yes. You could reach out to your mom. You could reach out to your spouse. You could reach out to literally your neighbor, right? Everyone needs Beachbody, guys. This company literally creates a community for people, and it helps solve the problem of obesity, right? Which, who doesn't want to work on themselves? Who doesn't want to feel better about their body, right? So Emerald is literally you plus 2 other people, right? The next, so that is your next goal right there, just Emerald, right? Most of you are active coaches, so Emerald is your very next goal. After that, we've got some other ranks, one being Ruby, the next being Emerald, and as you guys can see, to hit those ranks, it's you helping your team hit Emerald, right? It's super, super easy. It's all in the duplication. And Jesse and I run Emerald calls. So once or twice a month, you guys will see us post in our team pages about doing an Emerald push group or an Emerald push call. And guys, this is just to amp you guys up and to help your teams hit Emerald as well. It's super, super easy. So I want to set a big scary goal for all you guys, right? To go Emerald by next Thursday. I know a lot of you are brand spanking new, right? So why not get your friends and family on board with this? Just ask, right? What's the worst they can tell you? No. Which just means not right now, but that's going to have them watching you, right? So Emerald is you plus 2. That is your second goal as a coach. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is sharing your journey on social media. And this is one of my absolute favorite goals, or one of my favorite things to talk about. Because a lot of people don't realize this, but guys, you are more than just a Beachbody coach. It sounds so simple, but a lot of times when we join Beachbody, we get so excited that all we want to do is just share Beachbody, 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 right? But people do not buy into Beachbody. People buy into you, right? So yes, you are a Beachbody coach, but that's not all that you are, right? So you should be sharing more than just your fitness journey, right? Yes, that's a small part of you, but that's not every aspect of your life, right? Or it shouldn't be every aspect of your life. If that's what you're sharing, guys, you're only going to attract people that like fitness. And most people that like fitness are already Beachbody coaches, right? Like, hello. I know it sounds so silly, but so many people get that in their head that, now that you're a coach, it's all you can share about. So I want you guys to think of at least 5 things that make you you, right? So for me, I am currently pregnant. I am a wife. I love food, right? And I hate working out. Those are the things I share about on my social media. So if you guys see the screen, the first block is going to be Jesse's Instagram. The second block is going to be mine. The third is my girl Shelby, who's also on the team. And as you guys can see, we are sharing more than just fitness, right? Yes, you will see side-by-side transformations of us. Yes, you will see us holding dumbbells. Yes, you will see us sweaty in some of our pictures. But guys, look, I'm standing there half naked with my big pregnant belly out, right? Like, and people love that, right? I connect with people because I'm pregnant. And guys, you could do the same, right? Maybe you don't have kids. Share about your dog. Guys, Shelby shares about her dog all the time, and he is the cutest. Same thing with Jesse. Jesse has, what, 3 dogs, 4 dogs? Oh my gosh, I lose count. But she shares about them all the time, right? Share about your husband, share about your kids, share about the foods that you're eating, right? Talk about how you don't like working out. Like, why would you not, right? So just remember that when you share your journey on social media, you are more than just a Beachbody coach. Yes, we want you sharing that, but we also want you sharing the things that make you a regular person too.
All right, so we're almost done too, guys, so just stick with us. I know we're a little over time. We started a few minutes late, but what I love about our industry too, y'all, like, I love supporting other women who are in network marketing for other businesses, but what I love about us in our industry is, like, everybody's interested in getting healthy and fit. So yes, like, that's why it's so important to share other things besides health and fitness, because, like, Ashley has purple hair, right? Do y'all see how bright her hair is? Okay. I actually talked to one of her coaches today on a one-on-one call, and she straight up told me, yeah, I don't even know how me and Ashley became friends on Facebook or how I found Ashley on Facebook or Instagram, but I think it was her purple hair that, like, caught my attention, right? Like, that is, and yeah, so her purple hair has nothing to do with health and fitness, but she posts about it. Obviously her hair is purple, so, like, people see that. And it attracts people. So, like, I have people that get attracted to me because I'm planning my wedding right now. So I, like, will post wedding stuff, and other brides to be. I signed up a new coach last month who's getting married in September. And she's sweating for the wedding, right, with me. So, you know, you're going to attract people that have similarities to you. But what I love about it is, like, it has nothing to do with health and fitness necessarily, but everyone in this world wants to be healthy. Like, no one out there is like, oh, I really don't want to be healthy. Like, most people want to be healthy. They just don't know what to do. And we have those tools and programs that can help them. So that's why you need to be more than just fitness, and sharing other things besides fitness. Because, again, like, Ashley hates working out. If all I posted every day was my workout, she would have never, like, said yes to me, because even then she was like, I don't want to work out all the time, you know, like, she doesn't like to work out. So just know you are going to be sharing other things besides your fitness. We want you to share other things too. So this is an example, and I don't know if you can really see it, but I'll kind of explain it. So this first post at the top was, like, one of my very first posts. This was in June 2014. I obviously just, like, screenshot, like, a picture from Google of PIO, which is one of our programs. And I put something something about doing PIO in the caption, and then I literally just put my link. Y'all, I got, like, 2 likes, no comments. It's not very, like, scroll stopping. Like, no one's going to stop for that. It screams sales, right? And there's, like, no story to it. There's no story there. So don't do that. Don't do, like, a stock photo, right? People don't want to see that. No one's interested in that, right? So I want you, like, no one's going to stop and be like, yes, I need to join her team or join her accountability group because of that picture, right? But you see this picture and this post on the bottom half, which is me and my fiance. And this was I just, like, pulled a random post. But it has, like, over 100 and something comments or likes, 30 comments on it, or over 30 comments. And I got a ton of messages from that post too. And it's eye-catching, right? It's clear. The pictures are clear. They're kind of brightened. It shows a transformation, which your post don't necessarily have to show a transformation, but mine shows a transformation. It tells a story, right? I tell a story. I literally told our story of how much because we've actually both lost 50 pounds each. So we both lost 100 pounds together. And it just tells that story of us and, like, how our relationship has grown with our journey, which is pretty awesome, right? And that is what's going to connect to people. Your story is going to connect to people. So when you start posting in the beginning, you're not going to have a ton of comments or a ton of likes, all right? And you might but I wouldn't expect it. And I wouldn't compare like what me and Ashley, what comments and likes we get, because we've been growing our social media for a while now. So yes, we might get a lot of likes or comments or, you know, people reaching out to us now, but it wasn't like that all the time, obviously. And our posting has gotten better, and your posting will get better too. But you have to show up daily. That is like the number one thing that I'm going to say is the reason why I'm successful and the reason why Ashley's successful. No matter what, we show up every single day. Every single day, y'all. I have had friends pass away. I've had family members pass away. I've had people get sick. I've had family like health issues that have happened recently. And guess what? I still show up. Am I always happy and cheery? No, but I still show up because your social media is like a storefront. So if you are opening your store and you have, you know, you're open, and then all of a sudden you go a week without being open, people are going to be like, oh, I guess she's closing, or I don't know what's going on. And then you come back for another week and you expect people to be like at your door. Like, no one's going to be there because they probably went to your door the first day and saw nothing, and went to your door the second day and saw nothing, and then they stopped going because they're going to go to someone else's store, right? It's the same thing with your social media. You've got to be consistent. You've got to be consistent with connecting with people by sharing your story. Document your story. Use your Facebook as like, I think about it as my journal. I really do. And there are some things I don't like personally share, but there's a lot that I share that some people probably are like, why is this girl sharing that? That's a lot of information, or like, that's a lot of like personal stuff. But I know that it's because if that inspires somebody to change their life, it's worth it to me. It's worth my 5 minutes of being uncomfortable. And I want you to do it and I want you to do it with this in mind. I want you to be here a year from now. Actually, scratch that. I want you to be here 5 years from now. And for the next 5 years, I want you to be consistently posting, consistently sharing. Because guess what, y'all? Yeah, had I let 1 month of me posting like that and not getting any comments and likes and saying, oh, well, no one's liking my stuff, no one's commenting on my stuff, I guess no one wants to join me, then and it deter me from continuing to do it and continuing to get better at it, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't be able to stay at home and work from home and make a full-time income, right? I wouldn't be pushing for a 6-figure business right now, because if I had given up because of that, because people weren't liking and commenting on my stuff. So it's going to improve. Your engagement will improve over time if you're consistent with it. Okay, I've seen coaches come in, they post, they go MIA for a month, they come back, they post, they go MIA for a month. Like, that is not professional. And this is a business. If you want this to be a business, you have to be a professional about it, and you have to show up whether you feel like it or not, right? If you work 9 to 5, if you don't show up for a month, they're probably gonna. If you don't show up for a week, they're probably gonna fire you. Am I not right? Like, I feel like I would have gotten fired from my 9 to 5 had I not shown up for a week. You know, like, that's just not how it works, and that's not how this business works. So your posts, make sure that they're eye-catching, make sure that they're gonna stop someone's scroll. Do you, y'all. People want to see your face. People love babies. People love dogs. But try and get you in that somewhere in there too. Like, you saw me, Ashley, and Shelby's pictures. A lot of that was our faces, right? With like other things thrown in. So make sure you're adding that in there. And with every post, your goal should be, you want to stop their scroll and you want them to read your caption and think, she's talking to me. She's talking to me, right? Because if you talk to them and you connect with them in some way, shape, or form, that's your in. They're going to message you. They're going to like your stuff. They're going to comment on your stuff. They might watch you a little bit. They might watch you to make sure that you're legit and that you're not signing up to be a coach like a lot of other people that just fall off the face of the earth after a month, right? They want to make sure that you are legit and that you are consistent in your own journey, that you're consistent and really serious about building your business, all right? So show up every day. Share why you're doing this. Share every aspect of it. And you're going to, like when I talk a lot about anxiety and depression because that's what I struggled with. And I have a lot of people that reach out to me that are like, girl, like I relate to that. So people are going to relate to what you talk about too. So make sure that you are adding value and that you're talking about those things. So let's think about it this way. Your fitness journey and your business journey have very much similarities, right? So your fitness journey, it doesn't happen overnight, right? You can't drink a shake, work out once with Shaun T, check into the challenge group or boot camp once, and then have 6-pack abs. Unless you already have 6-pack abs, then maybe. But like, That's not realistic, right? Same thing with your business. You can't post once. You can't share your journey once or twice or for a week or for even a month and expect people to just be flocking your doors and banging on your doors to get a Beachbody Challenge pack. Like, that's not how this works, okay? You also have to track to see your results with your journey. So if something's not working in your fitness journey, usually people are like, okay, well, write down everything you're eating, right? Write down how long you're working out for. Track what you're doing. Track to see, what it is that you might be falling off on. Same thing with your business. Track your business. How many people are you actually talking to? Having conversations with, right? Not how many likes you're getting. How many people are you talking to about this opportunity? How many people are you sharing this with every single day? Because that's really how much PD are you reading? How much are you working out and you're sharing that? Are you doing your program? Are you sticking with it? Are you getting results? And then success is twofold, right? In both your fitness and your business. Fitness and nutrition are huge. They coincide, right? Nutrition obviously is very, very, very important. Fitness, we can do a little bit less than that, but we still have to do it, right? We still have to do it in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's going for a walk or playing with your kids, whatever, you got to do it to get those results that you want. You can't expect like all these muscles and six-pack abs if you're not going to lift any type of weights. It's just not going to happen. Same thing with your business. You've got to be doing it publicly and privately. So you've got to be talking to people. You got to be posting publicly, sharing your journey, and talking to people in private. And then as soon as you stop, the results get further away, right? If you stop your fitness journey, you stop working out, you start eating like crap, those results that you were working towards don't happen. They get further and further away. Same thing in your business. If you stop, again, like I said earlier, it's like you shut the door on your business. People lose trust in it. You've got to think of it this way. Your business, you are here to help someone change their life. You're not selling them a bottle of lipstick or a shake even. You are helping someone change their life. Like, that's how powerful this is. So people need to trust you. Like, I wouldn't sign up with someone that I didn't trust or that I didn't believe in or that didn't believe in me. And so, like when you stop and I see people, if I was a coach and I just stopped being a coach or stopped posting, stopped sharing my journey and stopped like doing what I was trying to get you to do, I wouldn't trust you. Like, no one would trust me, right? If I sat there and told you, you have to follow this meal plan, you should be working out every day, you should be fueling your body the right way, and then I'm over here eating pizza every single day, doesn't coincide, right? And as soon as you stop, that trust gets damaged. So make sure that you are showing up every day. And then comparison is the thief of joy. Same thing I say in my challenge groups, like, don't compare this person's chapter 20 to your chapter 1. So you can't compare yourself, physically, like, oh, well, she lost 10 pounds and I only lost 2. Well, there's lots of different reasons why that could happen, right? Also, same thing in your business. Like, you can't sit here and say, well, Ashley's a diamond coach and I can't get to diamond and she signed up after me. Oh, it doesn't matter. You have no idea the hustle, the heart, the dedication, the sacrifices that those people are making to get those results. If you're like, well, she hit Success Club and I didn't hit Success Club and I've been talking to all these people, you focusing on her is not going to get you to where you want to be, right? And then don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it, y'all. Again, I know that this is a lot of information being thrown your way. I know that it can get overwhelming, but we tend to overcomplicate it in our heads. Literally, it's just talking to people. You sharing your journey, talking to people, getting them inspired enough to want to join you, and you getting them involved in our boot camps. Once they start getting results, they're gonna want to share this. I mean, why would you not want to share this with other people, right? So I'm gonna give, and as with anything, it works if you work it. You've got to put in work, y'all. This is a business. This takes work. This takes effort. Just like any other job, just like any other goal that you're wanting to achieve, this takes hard work. And I know a lot of people look at me and ask me, and they're like, oh, well, you've been doing it for this long. Yeah, but we still work our butts off every single day to be able to have stayed home and work from home and have this freedom that we've had. So if you put in the work, it's going to pay off. It's going to take time. It's going to take consistency. But if you do it, I promise you it's worth it. So Ashley is going to go over, we've got 2 more slides and then we're done. Oh, no, am I going over this? I'm going over this. You want me to go?
Girl.
Okay, I'm just going to roll. Okay, so what would an extra $800 do in the next 3 months for you. Would that like really help you at all? I mean, if not, donate it somewhere. But I'm sure I donate to my house fund because I could use an extra $800, okay? I'm trying to buy a house here, so send it my way if it's not gonna help you in any way. But an extra $800, how do you do that? Help 3 people enroll. We've already talked about Success Club, y'all. Help 3 people enroll with a challenge pack your first 3 months, $800. Let me explain this to you, all right? So your first month, you sign up 3 people with a challenge pack, all right? You're gonna make $50 per person off of that challenge pack. Again, the numbers represent people too. Like, don't just sign up a bunch of people. Like, you've gotta understand these are humans that you're helping. Be compassionate, be, you know, you're not in this just to make money, but this is a huge part of it, so we wanna share it. So your first month, you help 3 people, you make $150 off those challenge packs. If you sell like a higher challenge pack, so they have like mega challenge packs and stuff. If you sell one of those, you make a little bit more. So you can make more than $800. So you make $150. The second month, you get 3 more new people, okay? 3 new people, $150 again because you sold 3 challenge packs. If those other 3 people stay on Shakeology, they keep getting Shakeology, you're making 25% commission off that Shakeology. So you're making $32 per Shakeology on HD. It's $96. That's $246 that second month. Some people might not stay on Shakeology. That's okay. Or they might become a coach, which you don't make money off of their purchases once they become a coach. And we'll explain that in our trainings later that we have available to you in terms of volume and stuff. But if they stay on Shakeology Home Direct, you're going to get $32 in commission. Again, some people won't, some people will. That's awesome, right? Doesn't matter if you have 1 person stay on it. Doesn't matter if you have all 3. You're making some type of income. Third month, you get 3 more new people, right? $150 again. And then if you have 6 people stay on Shakeology Home Direct, you're getting $192. That's $396. And then it all adds up to like $790. I can't say what that says. $790 something. So it's like $800, right? That doesn't include if you're hitting emeralds, which is one of the goals we talked about earlier. You can start making team bonuses if your team starts going, so starts also helping people. So then you're making money on top of that. So that's how this kind of works. Like, you start to build your clientele. If they continue to order from you, or they sign up as coaches with you, you're not like signing up a bunch of people just making a bunch of money off of them, right? You sign them up, you help them get results, they start helping people, you make an income. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. So Ashley's going to go over what's next.
Okay, so I know a lot of you are sitting here like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of information, right? And that's okay, guys. You're going to get a lot of information thrown your way as a coach. Take it in, what you can apply, try to apply it, but I'm going to give you what is next for you in your business right now as a brand new coach. So first, you're going to get started in our new coach university. Jesse has revamped this to make it super simple for you guys, to give you some call to actions to do to help you in your coaching business. The link is posted here in the slides, but we'll also get it posted in the team pages.
It's not live yet. It will be live like tomorrow or Saturday. So we'll post it in the team page, but we want to let you know about it.
Right. So it's not live yet, but as soon as it is, we will post it in the team page. You'll probably get tagged in it, so don't freak out. But really and truly, what we want you to do is start your journey. So you're going to commit to a program. You're going to commit to drinking your Shakeology. Commit to reading 10 minutes of personal development every single day, guys. Like, this is the most important thing, I think. Like, commit to yourself, right? You are here for a reason, and that is to get results. That is to feel better about yourself, gain confidence. So you're going to start there, and you're going to start sharing your journey on social media and inviting people to join you. Guys, again, like, we don't want you to wait until you're ready. We don't want you to wait until you have results. We don't want you to wait until you've watched all the trainings and done all the things. Start today. People are going to see you today, and then they're going to see you a week from now, and then they're going to see you a month from now, and then they're going to see you 3 months from now, and they're going to be like, dang, I need to do what she's doing. That's what we do, right? Use your social media as your fitness journal, right? And keep posting the things that you're normally posting on it anyway. With that, guys, you're going to want to start small, right? You're going to want to hit Success Club, right? Especially if this is your first or second month as a new coach. So try to invite those people, right? Talk to your mom, talk to your best friend. And like I said, make it super casual. Hey girl, like I literally just joined this thing and I want you to do it with me so we can hold each other accountable, right? We all know someone who needs this, whether it's to lose weight or gain confidence. Summer is coming, guys. This is our crunch month. You know what I mean? So you're going to start hitting Success Club, hitting Emerald. That's just you plus 2, right? And last but not least is, guys, don't get overwhelmed. If you're feeling overwhelmed, please reach out to one of us. But again, like, don't feel like you need to know all the information. Don't feel like after we are done tonight, you're like, oh my gosh, I did not retain anything they said. This is recorded. Take it one step at a time. Take it one conversation at a time. Take it one workout at a time, one meal at a time, one Shakeology at a time if you have to, one goal at a time. Do not make it overcomplicated and do not feel overwhelmed. We are in this with you and we are here to help you through it, okay? Everyone love it or what? Everyone ready or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, we're opening it up for questions, and I know it's 8:15, so if anyone has to hop off, it's totally understandable. But I wanted to open it up for questions if you have any, and I know some of you are like brand new, so you probably don't have any questions. But if you do have questions, like feel free, like if you've been here and you're like, hey, I have this girl that asked me this and I don't know how to respond. Like, this is the time to ask these questions too. So feel free to ask. You can unmute yourselves. If you're on the phone, I'll unmute you. So you're on, whoever is on the phone, I unmuted you. So if you do have questions, I'm actually unmuting everybody. So if y'all have questions, does anyone have any questions for us? No, we did just such a good job.
I have a question for you guys. Are you excited or are you feeling overwhelmed?
That was a lot of information.
That's okay. Just soak it in. Let it sit. It's totally fine. You'll hear this information over and over and over again from us. We literally just threw you the entire kitchen and the sink. Don't freak out about it, girl. You are 2 minutes into coaching and you are doing amazing. I am super proud of you already.
Did you say that this call was recorded? Like, can we look back at it?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I will, as soon as we get off, I will upload it into my YouTube link, and I will post it in our team page, which Ashley will probably get you added to. You literally just signed up. She'll get you added to it, and or she'll send it to you either way. But yeah, this is recorded, so you can go back and listen to this. And again, y'all, like, don't feel like you have to learn everything. I literally didn't know what Emerald was for like 3 months, and I would have to Google like Beachbody Emeralds, like literally. That's how I was like, okay, like what is Beachbody Emerald? And I would Google it, and I would go to images because I'm a visual learner, like I said, and I had that chart. So I did that to get to Diamond. That's how I built to Diamond. I literally would Google, okay, what do I need to be Diamond? Okay, I need these coaches and these coaches. Like, that's what I did. So just know, like, yes, we just threw some information at you, and it's really just to go over it. But at the same time, like, it's okay if you were like, I don't remember what Success Club was. How many people do I need to help? Like, what do they need to sign up with? You have resources, like we showed you, that you can go in and search and ask and get to know that, and you're going to learn it. And again, we're still learning stuff. So, like, if you're like, oh, I'm never going to be able to learn all this stuff, that's what Ashley said earlier. Like, don't wait to start sharing. Like, that is really where your focus needs to be, is you just starting to share your journey and inviting people to join you. That is like your main focus. Everything else will fall into place. But like, I've had coaches that hit Success Club and they didn't even realize they hit it because they just focused on their journey and sharing their journey. And they were like, oh, I had 3 people sign up. I'm like, you hit Success Club. They're like, oh, I did? How did I do that? You help 3 people, you know? So don't feel like you have to learn everything at once. Don't feel like you're never gonna learn everything. Like, I can't, like, you aren't, because there's things are always changing in terms of like social media, in terms of how we do stuff. So like, don't feel like you have to learn everything, but those are like the fundamentals, basically.
Okay, cool.
Alyssa, do you have any questions?
No, sorry, my husband's next to me.
Oh, you're fine. I don't know who's on the phone, but do you have any questions? All right, so I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm pumped that y'all are on our team, and I really thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time out of your nights. We do have a team call on Saturday. I'm gonna post about that tomorrow. Again, y'all are more than welcome. It's at 9 a.m. Central Time. Those are every Saturday. We don't do these calls every week. We just decided to because we had so many new coaches that were interested in learning more about the business. So, what?
Sorry, I had a question. Okay, I just remembered. Happening. Hold on. Okay. I noticed some people had Facebook pages set up specifically for not like their personal,
Like their like page. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a health or fitness coach page. Do you recommend we set one up, or like when should we set one up, or like?
That's up to you. So I set up a like page or like a fitness page probably within like the first few months of me coaching. But to be honest, I didn't like really start building it until like 2 years into coaching.
Okay.
A like page just takes some time to build, and it takes investment in if you want like I have over 20,000 followers on my like page. But I've also invested in ads, and I've done trainings that have taught me those things, but I didn't feel like I needed that right away. And I don't think a new coach needs that right away.
Okay.
I think if you are sharing on your Instagram, the only reason why I would say it's a good idea is because eventually when you start to grow and get bigger and start to help more people, you really don't want to be like Facebook has weird rules about growing a business on Facebook, on your personal page.
Yeah, I saw that. Like you can get shut down.
Right, but if you're doing it in a way, like we share just our lives, so like if you're doing it in a way, which Facebook could shut your account down for anything. Like if I reported you and you were not posting anything about beachbody and I reported you, you could get shut down. Someone has to just be a really big meanie to do that. Like they're not just going to come and shut you. They aren't. I mean, I know coaches that still use their personal page that has had no problem, and I will still randomly post on mine. But it is just a good idea to have. I just want people to know like it does take time to build, and it does take like investing in eventually. I mean, at the beginning, like Ashley doesn't do ads, and she's got like 2,000 followers on hers. It just takes some time. It's really like you go live on there and you have to pay attention to it. But it's just like any social media. I mean, Instagram, same thing. Like you've got to really like hone in on, and I would just pick two, like Instagram, Facebook. I did both for most of my coaching career. I really like honed in on Facebook. Now I'm like falling in love with Instagram. And so I've just really been honing in on Instagram. I still do both, but I like focus more of my attention on Instagram.
Okay.
So it's really up to you. If you like both, then do both. I still would always say still post on your Facebook. Like it won't hurt if you're like loving Instagram and you want to do both. Like post on both because you are going to have other people that see and follow you there too.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Any other questions? No? Okay. So thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate it. Like I said, we have a call on Saturday if you're available, 9 a.m. Central Time. It's optional. You're not like required. I mean, it's just fun. I actually have a guest coach. She's on our team. I asked her to talk today, and she's really excited. So if y'all can get on, I would love to see y'all on. But those are also recorded, so we will record them for someone. If you can't get on, we're really excited to have y'all here. If y'all have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Y'all ask in our team page. Go to those resources. But get excited. Like excitement breeds excitement. If you're excited and you start sharing your journey, other people are going to get excited with you. All right. So thank you so much. Ashley, you want to say anything before we go?
No, I just love you guys. I'm obsessed with you both already. And the person that's on the phone. I don't know who that is, but
you. All right, ladies. Well, I hope you'll have a great Thursday. I'm going to go relax and eat some dinner, but I hope you'll have a great night. All right. We'll talk later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.